You'll be able to see it's not a tank again, but again, a very important vehicle on the battlefield. Now this vehicle coming on now looks a bit like the other one, but slightly bigger. A box on tracks. And this one is what the military call an APC, or Armoured Personnel Carrier. The military love its abbreviations. We try and explain them, but forgive me if we drop a few in there without saying what they are. But APC, Armoured Personnel Carrier, for taking soldiers into battle. Now those of you who've seen inside the museum, those tanks in the First World War, about 4 miles an hour top speed, the soldiers walked behind them on the attack. 4 miles an hour is about marching pace, so that was fine. By the Second World War, countries are making half-track vehicles, their tanks are going much faster, and it's harder for the infantry to keep up with them. But we do need infantry and tanks to work together. So after the Second World War, pretty much every country that made a tank made a vehicle like this one, an armoured personnel carrier. This particular one was designed by the British back in the 1960s, and it was given the title FV Fighting Vehicle 432. Sometimes army vehicles get nice big sexy names like Challenger for a tank. Sometimes they just get lumbered with a production code number. This one got lumbered with its production code number, FV432. And the idea is, again you can see a driver, again you can see a commander there, but what this really is a box to carry a section of infantrymen forward into the attack. Now in the back of that vehicle, we got some volunteers a little bit earlier on today, and in the back there's some of the people. They're going to give you a wave. They're volunteers. We picked out the audience earlier on, and we've trained them. We've given them a helmet, given them a rifle, and we've given them a little bit of training, and they're going to show you a bit later on how that vehicle is used in a combat situation. So they're going to show you how this vehicle is used, as it were, on the battlefield. Now again, the crew in the back, you can see they've got their hatches open at the moment. In a combat situation, those hatches are closed down. Driver's at the front, the engine's next to him. Behind the driver with a machine gun, that's a crew commander. And really, this is just really like a box on tracks. The military sometimes call them a battle taxi. It's for taking the soldiers across to where the fighting is. They don't actually fight from this vehicle, they jump out the door at the back and they finish their fighting on foot. So it's really like a delivery vehicle. Now the 432, it went into service with the British Army, lots of them were made, very, very useful vehicle. They decided they'd use it for all sorts of things. They sometimes put command posts in the back, sometimes radio equipment, sometimes engineer equipment. The main role though was carrying infantry forward, and it's still in service to this day with the British Army. They've got new engines, they've got new brake systems, they've got extra armour bolted on the side when it goes into combat now, and they've tried to give them a name, they call them Bulldog, and you might see vehicles like this driving around the roads here at Bovington doing their driver training. So it's a long-serving vehicle in the British Army, but very basic, very simple. And as it goes away from you, you can see the door on the back, that's where the soldiers jump in and out of. And again on the front you'll see those little tubes, those smoke dischargers. And because the British Army made so many of these, as I said, lots of them were used for all sorts of different roles. When they went out to the Middle East, they bolted on an air conditioning unit on the side to keep the guys in the back at a reasonable temperature, because if you can imagine being in a metal box in the Middle East in full sunshine, it gets very, very hot in there, and there's no point delivering a whole group of soldiers who are so worn out and just the heat. So it's quite important that you deliver guys in a fit condition to the battlefield. So that vehicle's our armoured personnel carrier. That's a vehicle for taking the soldiers forward.